Yeah, right. Let's spin. If you like basketball like this guy, then breathe. Just like Yao Ming.
Whoa! Yao Ming!
Hey, Yao Ming!
Silly Yao Ming. Ow! The main role of the respiratory system is to provide gas exchange between the blood and the environment. Wrong.
Oxygen enters through his nose or mouth, and then it goes down his trachea into his lungs. And then it goes all around his body, providing oxygen through all the blood. And then the carbon dioxide goes to his lungs, and he breathes it out through his mouth or nose.
The pharynx moves air into your lungs, shared with the digestive tract. The larynx, where the pharynx splits into the trachea and the esophagus. This also houses the vocal cords.
The epiglottis is the flap that makes sure no food enters the trachea. The nose brings oxygen to the lungs. It also filters air by having nose hairs, which traps the very large particles for clean air.
The conducting zone consists of the trachea, bronchi, bronchioles, and terminal bronchioles. It's the zone where the gases pass through to the respiratory zone. Trachea, 4 to 5 inch windpipe tube that runs through the lower neck and chest, just anterior to the esophagus. Its function to conduct air between the larynx and primary bronchi.
Lungs. There are 2 lungs. They add fresh oxygen into your bloodstream and release carbon dioxide into the air. Bronchi maintains the correct diameter of the airway.
Bronchioles, part of the conducting zone. They branch out the bronchi. Terminal bronchioles, where the bronchioles end and go into the respiratory bronchioles, which enter the respiratory zone.
Respiratory zone. The zone in which oxygen and carbon dioxide exchange with the blood. The alveolar ducts make up 10% of the gas exchange, while the alveoli make up the other 90% of the gas exchange. Respiratory bronchioles. They begin at the terminal bronchioles and is part of the respiratory zone. They end at the alveolar ducts.
Alveolar ducts, where 10% of gas is exchanged into the blood. They end with alveoli. Alveoli, where 90% of gas is exchanged into the blood. Diaphragm, a muscle that allows us to breathe.
This is a diagram of all the major organs and zones of the respiratory system.
Yummy, 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 yummy.